Hi, I'm Aaron Shook, and we're in the music room. 1, 2, 3, 4. One glance, no chance. They say it can't be done. Might as well be walking to the sun. There have been doubters as long as there's been breath. There are the heroes who conquer fear and face down death to try. And then they try again, never doubting, never giving in. You can't be weak or strong. You can't be right or wrong if you don't try. Could be risky, way too dangerous. It's trouble and might not be worth all this fuss. You can find any reason to keep things as they are, or be a believer who rises up to reach for stars. You try, and then you try again, never doubting, never giving in. You can't be weak or strong. You can't be right or wrong if you don't try. There's no guarantee. You may be denied. It's no sin to fail, but what a waste to never even try. Never giving in. You can't be weak or strong. You can't be right or wrong if you don't try. You can't be weak or strong. You can't be right or wrong if you don't try. Thank you. Thank you.
Yay! Sounding great.
Well, thank you.
Welcome back to In the Music Room. You were originally our number 237th show.
I saw that.
And tonight, you are number 400.
You know the other thing? Well, that's a testament to y'all's longevity is what that is. And the other thing that I saw about that last episode was it was on December 1st, 2015. So it's been just a little over 10 years.
Yeah.
So, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. And you're still doing your thing. We're doing ours, and you sound great. And you've got Vic Aubey here that's joined you. And
Vic is playing bass with me, and we're hoping to get out and do more stuff and play some stuff and just out and around. We're open to doing house concerts or benefits or anything, you know. I am for hire for the right circumstance, yes.
Now, you
Yes.
do know that he was ours first.
I know, and we met through you guys. You guys introduced
I'm
us,
just
yeah.
teasing. And I'm so glad y'all got together and are doing this. It's just
Well, I will
fabulous.
tell you that working with Vic, we've been working together now for several months, and we started, I guess, last summer we started playing, and I had in the fall I had a milestone birthday. And it caused me to reevaluate stuff, just where I wanted to go in life and stuff. Because I've always said I want to live to 100. And I realized on my 70th birthday I was going to have to friggin' work for that to make that happen. And not only that, I needed something to do. And I've got grandkids that I want them to see that you don't get too old to continue doing what you love to do. My grandfather gave me my first guitar, and I never saw him play other than when he tuned it and gave it to me. And they say he could play anything with the string very well and had an extensive performance background as a young man. I never saw that. I'm not going to do that to my grandkids. Are going to see it.
The apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
Well, we'll see.
Now, your song that you open with, Try, tell us a little bit about that song and how you came about writing that.
Really, it's just kind of, for me, that's a basic philosophy of life. I mean, you can't, you got to take some action. You got to get off your rear end and go do something. And maybe you'll be right, maybe you'll be wrong, maybe you'll succeed, maybe you'll fail. But you know, you can sit around and try, which frankly for me is applicable now, because I've sat around these past several years. I've really been on the sidelines. I haven't been doing much. And with my birthday, I reevaluated that, and I just decided, you know, I always have been and always will be a musician. And if I'm going to live for the next 30 years, I need something to do that's going to keep me engaged and entertained. And busy. And so I rededicated myself, and I'm really making an effort that's more serious now to pursue my musical activities than I have since the 90s. I've released a few things over the years. I've never done anything to try to expose them on a mass audience. I've now hired a social media manager to help me with that, because I suck at social media.
Well, you do what you do well, and let him do what he does well, and it'll all work just
That's
fine.
the idea, to get some help and try to take some of the stuff off the table so I can write and practice and try to go perform.
Yeah. You wrote another song.
With him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You wrote another song that's called I'd Say I've Missed You, and you co-wrote that with Pete Miller. What's that song about?
Also with Vic Aubey, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Yeah. This is when I moved to Texas in 1975, I was not particularly a country music fan. I'd grown up in Arkansas. You'd think I would be, but no. I was young. I was a teenager, and I liked rock and roll and stuff like that. And I moved to Texas to play music for a living, and discovered quickly that I better learn something about country music. And not only did I learn something about it, I gained a real appreciation, and probably lean more in my preference that way now than any other direction. But so I wanted to write this. I particularly like Texas swing and the two-step, and I just got this idea, a lyrical idea that's. And the first line of this song was, oh gosh, I hope I remember what it was now. But it's just a story of a guy that has been left by a woman, and then she calls him back later on to maybe rekindle things and check in with him and see how things are going. And it's his answer to her, and it's, if you're a guy and you've ever been dumped by a woman, this song is for you. And if you're a woman and you've ever dumped a guy, this song is for you too. It's called I'd Say I've Missed You. A 1, 2, 3. Well, I haven't heard from you in quite a while. It makes me smile to think of how long you've been gone. Yeah, it's been so long since you were on my mind. I'd say I've missed you, but I haven't had the time. I ain't missing on your bitching. I come and go as I please, drinking beer and going fishing. Every day is a breeze. No more home and garden, no real housewives on TV. I got the game on, poker till dawn, living wild and free. Well, I haven't heard from you since who knows when. Remembering, and it don't bother me at all, 'cause I'm living in this bachelor paradise. I'd say I've missed you, but I haven't had the time. Well, baby, it's been so long since I heard from you, I don't even know what to say. But you remember your friend Mary? She says hey. And her friend Ginger? Well, of course. She says hey, too. Yeah, I got lots of texting, friend requesting, burning up my galaxy. They like my jokes, they love my dancing, the girls won't let me be. I appreciate you checking in. I'm glad to say I'm fine. Now that you know, I gotta go, gotta hit on the other line. Well, I haven't heard from you in quite a while, but I've seen your guile. I know your game and I'm all done. I got lots of someone else's on my mind. I'd say I've missed you, but I haven't had the time. Hell, darling, I'm just being nice. I would not miss you even if I had the time. Goodbye! Yeehaw! Yeah.
There you go. This next song, this is one of my favorites that you have written. It's called Wrinkle Road.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that song.
Well, some songs I write are very personal. Some songs are a little less personal, and some songs I just make up right out of thin air. Mm-hmm. And I was driving back from Amarillo on a day trip. I had the pleasure of driving to and from Amarillo on the same day. It was a lot of fun.
God.
And on the way back, coming down 287, coming through Goodlet, I believe it was, and there was a little side street called Goat's Head Road, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. And I was kind of contemplating that, and just a mile or so down, I saw another sign that said Wrinkle Road, and I said, that's a song title. I don't know why, it just struck me. And I went home, and I just started messing around, and I found this little, I'm not going to do that little thing right there, and I just, well, that's kind of cool. I like that. And then I just started working on it, and I remember in writing this, knowing that it was going to be a mystery, because everybody's going to wonder, well, what happened at the house on Wrinkle Road? And I was deciding, how am I going to answer that? And then I decided I got up and I went to the bathroom for a second, and I get all kinds of ideas while I'm standing there taking care of business. And I went back with the idea, I don't have to answer it. I'm going to leave it unanswered.
Okay.
It's a game of clues.
That's right.
There you go.
And it's a song about a secret. And if you ever had a secret, you want to keep a secret, you know the best way to keep a secret? Don't tell nobody. Back through my memory, through the mist of time long gone, I came across a story seldom told. A tale about misconception and how appearances can be all wrong, and the secret of the house on Wrinkle Road. Wrinkle Road. Nobody knows what I know about that house on Wrinkle Road. ain't nothing special. A picket fence, a yard, a swing. It's been the talk of this whole town for years. Everybody wondering what exactly happened. The rumors flying around like they had wings. It's only natural when a man just disappears. Wrinkle Road, nobody knows what I know about that house on Wrinkle Road. Everybody's talking about it, talking about it, talking. Everybody's talking about it, talking about it, talking. Everybody's talking about it, talking about it, talking. They don't have a clue. I was in the house the night it happened. I saw it all, I could not breathe. I backed away and ran right out that door. Often think that maybe I should break my silence. The truth would bring the town relief. But then I wouldn't have my secret anymore. Wrinkle Road, nobody knows what I know about that house on Wrinkle Road. Wrinkle Road, nobody knows what I know about that house on Wrinkle Road. Everybody's talking. Everybody's talking. Everybody's talking. Thank you. And those two, I have not recorded the last two yet. Those will come on the next project.
Okay, well, you've got them recorded here.
We're going to take them in. I'm going to take them in the studio. And
yeah, I got you. I got you. You have another song called "I'll Take Care of Her." What brought about that song?
I met a young couple in my travels that. I guess the best way to start that is do you remember when you met when you're younger, especially that meeting of the other person's parents can be an event. You know, sometimes it goes well, sometimes not so much, sometimes it goes as expected. And this couple told me about his first encounter with her dad. And it was the way he handled the situation and the setting was such that I just thought, good Lord, that's got to be a song. It's called "I'll Take Care of Her." 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't know me, but we share a common bond. Love so different, yet the same. That little angel that you once bounced on your knee is the woman that I want to share my name. I'll take care of her. She will never want for anything at all. It's a love that will endure. You can sleep forever sure. I'll take care of her. The love you gave her was the sacrificial kind. You put her needs before your own. I've come to tell you that's just what I have in mind. Now I need for you to know, on my life I swear she'll never be alone. I'll take care of her. She will never want for anything at all. It's a love that will endure. You can sleep forever sure. I'll take care of her. As I've come to know how much she really loves you, I've been wishing there was some way we could meet. So I'm standing by this grave today to tell you I'm making you a promise I will keep. I'll take care of her. She will never want for anything at all. It's a love that will endure. You can sleep forever sure. I'll take care of her. It's a love that will endure. You can rest in peace assured. I'll take care of her. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. It was just a unique story.
Yeah, well, that's a beautiful song. Absolutely wonderful. You have another song called Common Man.
Yes.
Is that about you?
No. Well, yes, actually. Come to think of it. I mean, I don't mean it to be autobiographical, no, but is it about all of us? Yeah, I mean, you look around and see what's going on in the world, and here recently we've had people out in the middle of the day protested in the streets during the middle of the week. How does that happen? Who's got time for that? Other people arguing about what's a woman. Other people still, I mean, what's going on in the world, and you see that and you think it's all upside down, and who's got time for all that craziness? All I want to do is just leave me alone and let me raise my family. It'll be fine with me. Just thank you very much. And those are the common people that I wrote this song for.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gets up every morning, drags himself to work, 5 hungry mouths to feed, take all his time. Gone before the sun comes up, not home till after dark, takes everything he's got, just getting by. He goes about his business, taking care to mind his own. He just wants to raise his family, got no time to bitch and moan. He's the common man, and he built this land with blood and tears and sweat. How could anyone forget? Now that common man, he don't understand how the world turned upside down, and the common man has gotten so uncommon. Don't want special treatment, he'll make it on his own. Plays by the rules, but wishes they were fair. He knows God still hears him, not afraid to bend his knee. He's self-reliant, strong, and quick to share. It don't matter what it looks like from the outside looking in. His blood is red, his heart is gold. There's not a better friend than the common man. Yeah, he built this land with blood and tears and sweat. How could anyone forget now that common man, he don't understand how the world turned upside down, and the common man has gotten so uncommon. Ordinary men and women with extraordinary dreams, common purpose, common sense, a common bond to live their lives in liberty. Backbone of the nation, flies the flag with pride, knows too well that freedom isn't free. Hungers for a country where from many we're one, and wonders if he's just a dying breed. He worries for the future, and he knows he's not alone. He's just one of many millions with too many names to know just the common man. But he built this land with blood and tears and sweat. How could anyone forget now that common man, he don't understand how the world turned upside down, and the common man has gotten so uncommon, so uncommon, so uncommon. Thank you. Thank you.
That's got a great jam. That's a great jam song.
Thank you. That is the
Love
last
it.
thing that I actually released on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and all of that,
Okay.
which changes this coming next Friday. Next Friday, there will be a new song coming out, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
But we'll get to that.
I hope.
I hope.
I hope.
Well, this is another one that's kind of. I try not to be real political in what I do in terms of my songs and stuff.
The word is try not to be.
Try not to be. Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes stuff happens, and I just look at it and I say, "Oh my God!" And so we were going through a time when, we couldn't figure out if we're going to have if men or women, or could they have babies or not, and you couldn't go outside without a mask on. I mean, people were being arrested for walking on the friggin' beach by themselves with a mask on. I mean, it was what seemed to me to be just a really dark time. And so that's kind of the genesis of I Hope.
I agree.
Saw the storm was coming like a hurricane. Didn't heed the warning. Now the winds have changed. Everybody woken to an altered reality. Silence now is violence. Violence now is peace. What have we done? I hope there's a reason for it all. I hope we will heal. I hope all these clouds have silver linings. That's not how I feel. What's going on around us gets darker every day. Careful or you're canceled for what you think or say. An eye on every corner to watch your every move. You gotta toe the line, you gotta take the proper view. It's just so wrong. I hope there's a reason for it all. I hope we will heal. I hope all these clouds have silver linings. That's not how I feel. Wrong is right and right is wrong. The world is upside down. Truth is truth and must live on. Will we compromise till it's gone? I hope there's a reason for it all. I hope we will heal. I hope all these clouds have silver linings. That's not how I feel. Thank you. I got to say, I feel a little better now. I do feel a little better now.
I do want to say something for the people that are listening. If they need to find you, your website's still www.aaronshook.com.
A-A-R-O-N. Spell it right. Some people say A-R-R-O-N. Yeah. So, but A-A-R-O-N, Shook, S-H-O-O-K.com. Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
and you can find me on YouTube with a search or Spotify or Apple Music or somewhere else.
Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram, yes.
Okay.
All those places,
All
yes.
those places. Okay, y'all heard that. And they can get your music through that too, right?
Yes, and they can. Right now, on my website, I have everything that I have released to the public that's available for download free for anybody who wants to visit the website and have it all.
Wow. Well, cool.
There's 9 tunes there. If you want them, go get them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You have a song called "You Promised." Mm-hmm. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
It just
Honest to God,
popped in your head.
This is pretty much. This is one of those that I mean. You know, as a songwriter, I guess really the worst thing you could do is tell somebody that, well, this song really is not something that I lived that experience. But honestly, as a songwriter, not every song comes from lived experiences.
Right.
Sometimes you absorb from other people and other things that you see.
Right.
And I got this idea that started with the melodic idea, which is with the melody and the music. And as I developed it, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do it where it's a verse, and then a second verse a little bit different melodically than the first verse, a chorus, and then a third verse a little different than those first two, and then the chorus again, and the chorus would be completely different because it goes from a major key to a minor key. So that's where musically, and I thought that's very intriguing. I like that. And when I started to work, the idea of "You Promised" just came, and it just started, and it just flowed like it was almost poetic. And so I just rode the horse. I just went with it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's go.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Yeah, it doesn't happen nearly often enough.
No, I know.
No. I mean, the one that I just finished, which I just finished a song last week, writing, and I'm not going to do it tonight, but I mean, it was literally 15 years in the writing. I've carried that melody around in my hip pocket for 15 years wanting to do something with it. So sometimes they take a while. This one,
Wait till you hear it. It made me pull the piano out. It was so pretty.
You pulled a piano out? Wow.
He did.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah.
It's such a good song.
Well, I appreciate it.
One day.
All right.
I might play it to you when we're not recording somewhere, but
Okay.
there's some people that need to hear it before it goes public.
Gotcha.
My daughter included.
Okay.
So, anyway, we're doing "You Promised."
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You promised me your love would last forever. You promised you and I would be together for all time. Our hearts and souls entwined, growing ever closer every day. You promised we could not be separated. You promised till the stars in heaven faded into dark, we'd never be apart. Now you want to throw it all away. You promised, and now I wonder Were you even once sincere when you whispered in my ear all I needed so to hear? You promised me in words and ways unspoken. Promises are made to be unbroken by the years. I guess some dissolve with tears, or are shattered like a heart that's been betrayed. You promised. Now I wonder, were you ever truly honest? Were you even once sincere when you whispered in my ear all I needed so to hear? You promised. You promised. You promised. Thank you.
Another pretty one.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You want an ugly one? I don't know that I would own it. I have an ugly one, but
We can work one up.
start with this.
Well, maybe in show 450 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Show never. Yeah.
Okay, you got nothing. I got nothing. What's that about?
Well, that's
It was fun.
my mental image. Yeah. Well, one thing it's about is it's a chance for Vic to get to shine on the bass. That's
All
one thing I
right.
like about it. We were playing with this one, and I said, it really needs to get a lead guitar somewhere in there. We don't have one because I'm busy over here. So why don't you do something? He said, okay. So the intro, and in the middle, he's got a little thing he does. So that's a lot of fun. As far as the song itself, it just came from. I don't know that I really personally felt this depth, but I could relate to it. And my mental image was the athlete walking off of the field after giving it his all, and it just wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. And what do you do, and how do you pick up and go on? And because sometimes it ain't a happy ending, sometimes you just got nothing.
Right. All right.
I can't say I give my all, my everything. Lay my whole heart out on the line. Every ounce of strength I have in me, it's what I bring, with body and with mind. Pour my soul out to the point of no return. I'm down to my core, looking for more, and digging deep I find I got nothing. I'm dry as a bone, I got nothing. It's blood from a stone, I got nothing. Everything's gone, there's no more left inside. I got nothing, nothing. I don't know how to turn my back on all I've known, to call it quits and walk away. All the pain and scars that no one knows take their toll. Been dying more each day. There's no turning back, no chance to start again. I gambled and lost, I'm paying the cost, with just myself to blame. got nothing. I'm dry as a bone, I got nothing. It's blood from a stone, I got nothing. Everything's gone, can't even feel my shame. I got nothing. Nothing. No regrets, they're a useless waste of time. You will or you won't, you do or you don't, and hard as I have tried, I got nothing. I'm dry as a bone, I got nothing. It's blood from a stone, I got nothing. Everything's gone, there's no more left inside. I got nothing. 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 I got nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You ever felt that way?
Sometimes.
I had that on my phone. I was walking out of the gym the other day. I was just really tired. The girl looked at me and said, "You okay?" I said,
I got nothing.
I got nothing. Yeah, exactly. Now I sure got nothing.
There you go. You have another song that's called Was It Worth It? I don't know if you wrote it about something specific about you, but this is a title that I think everybody can reflect on.
Well, this one I saw on the news a few years ago around Memorial Day that 1.2 million American servicemen and women have died in service to the country since the founding. And I was thinking about that, and the thing that struck me when I heard that, and I don't know where it came from, I'd never thought of it before. You know what they all have in common? One thing for sure, most of them, they have no idea who won the war they died in. You ever think about that?
That's true.
They have no clue. No clue how the country turned out, no clue how their family turned out, and yet they gave it all and never knew. And that just stayed with me. And so that turned into this song about a guy who just gets a visit in his dream one night from an old Civil War soldier who comes on behalf of all of them, because there's a question that they all have. Was it worth it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was lying in the dark when I felt a chilly wind, and from who knows where he stepped into my sleep. He said, "I'm Private Randolph Park, and I don't know how long it's been, but I breathed my last in 1863. As the battle raged around me, I lay bleeding, and I've been wondering since the day my heart stopped beating. Was it worth it that my blood was spilled in anger? Was it worth the pain and fear I felt inside? Was it worth it? I was a husband and a father, and a son who was his mother's greatest pride. So I need to know, was it worth it that I died?" He said, "You know, I had a life, had a daughter and a wife, had a future that I dreamed about and planned. I was only 24, and I never wanted war. All I wanted was my family and some land. Then I saw the hatred of the man who slayed me. He took my life and any chance to hold my baby. Was it worth it that my blood was spilled in anger? Was it worth the pain and fear I felt inside? Was it worth it? I was a husband and a father and a son who was his mother's greatest pride. So I need to know, was it worth it? He said, you know, it's not just me. There are so many more. Every frightened heart, every hero from every war, asking what was it for? That was all he had to say. So he turned to walk away, with his question still unanswered in his eyes. And as I watched him go, I said, I hope you come to know that we're living free because you sacrificed. Then from down the hall I heard my own child crying, but Private Park could only hear the dead and dying. Was it worth it that our blood was spilled in anger? Was it worth the pain and fear we felt inside? Was it worth it? We were husbands, we were fathers, we were mothers, sons and daughters, we were wives. And we need to know, was it worth it that we died? Was it worth it? And that is, thank you. That is my thank you and show of respect to all who have served, and especially all that gave the last full measure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Great song. Okay, we are coming down to the final song you're going to do for us this evening.
Well, all righty.
It's
This is
called
the
Chasing a Dream.
Chasing a Dream, and I'm doing a project. I have started a project back at the beginning of the year, because working with Vic just lit a fire under me. And I've told him this. It just lit a fire under me. And then my milestone birthday, and I thought, okay. So I've gotten really serious about this. And so this song is the next one to come as a release. It'll hit next Friday. And along with this project I'm doing, and we're doing some social media stuff, and I'm also going to be producing, it's just going to be really out of my comfort zone, a series on YouTube that'll be like behind the scenes of all the steps that I'm going through and having to take on to try to resurrect a career that I've left dormant for a little while. I've got some resources, I've got some material, some things to draw from, and some new stuff to come, but I'm starting from basically dead zero after sitting on the sidelines for a while. So this whole project is a way to do that. Chasing a Dream is the first of the new releases to start that off.
Perfect.
And it's just like, I mean, what can I say about chasing a dream? It is kind of one of the themes of my whole comeback effort right now.
Yeah.
And I would tell you this about the song, though, as a songwriting thing, just a little fun thing, is that when I started writing this song, one of the first lines that came to me, I got the first line first. And I thought, okay, that a little artistic license there, but I'm going to use that. And then, but as I went through the melody and stuff, the last line of the song came to me, which is very cool. Except now everything in the song has to lead to that, which kind of limits the choices a little bit, because now there's a path. Yeah. So, which also helps. So anyway, but this is called Chasing a Dream. Oh, thank you. I just want to say hi to Vic and tell him thank you for being here and playing tonight and all the work. Vic. he has inspired me in a very positive masculine way. I mean that,
Yes.
and I really, and he's put a lot of time in, and I mean I really appreciate it. And looking forward to doing a whole lot more. So, you ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Born on the moon of the harvest, I came into this world with stars in my eyes, believing that anything I ever wanted was right in my grasp if I tried. Well, nothing worth having comes easy, and life offers little for free. But I set on this quest I would give it my best, and I started out chasing a dream. Life has its troubles, they visit us all. They come calling in their own time. I've had more than my share, I could say it's not fair, but complaining won't bring me a dime. So when every day is a struggle and trouble an unending stream, I won't quit, I'm a fighter, my future is brighter as long as I'm chasing a dream. Years roll by, we grow old, some dreams won't come true, but they're still ours to hold. My years may be long or they may end today, that's for fate, not for me to decide. But I'm not slowing down till I'm laid in the ground. Got a dream and it won't be denied. If my days are ended tomorrow, don't waste your worry on me. 'Cause when this life is over, though I'm dead and gone, you can bet I'm still chasing a dream. Yeah, when this life is over, though I'm dead and gone, you can bet I'm still chasing a dream. You can bet I'm still chasing a dream. Thank you. Thank you. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming and letting me be here. I really appreciate it.
Well, Aaron, you keep chasing that dream and make it a reality.
Well, thank you.
I have all the faith in the world in you.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for being here again this evening. And Vic, thank you for taking time out to be here. Y'all sound great together. I look forward to what the future is going to bring for you both and what other great music we're going to get to hear next time.
Well, I appreciate that. I look forward to it because there's more to come.
I know there is. I also wanted to thank our studio audience tonight and our listening audience. But back to Aaron and Vic. Again, great set of music. Randy, thank you for being back there recording this all. Jean, Barbara, and Bruce, our photographers. I just know they've gotten some great pictures to y'all tonight.
Oh, great.
And everybody, you just keep tuning in because you are in the music room.
Well, thank you.